Hello, my name is Nabila Satira Zaran and I want an explanation about language production. As we have discussed in a meeting, 8 comprehenders must map the spoken or written input into entires in the mental lexicon and must generate various levels of syntactic, semantic, and conceptual structure. In language production, people are faced with the converse problem. They must map from a conceptual structure to words and their elements. In this section, we first discuss how people produce single words and then turn to the production of longer utterances. Our discussion will concentrate on spoken language production, which has been the focus of most of the research on language production. We will then consider how to representation and processes involved in writing different from those involved in speaking. The first one is access to single words in spoken language production. The first processing step, called conceptualization, is deciding what notion to express. The next step is to select a word that corresponds to the chosen concept in the view of level. The following processing step, morphological coding, begins with the retrieval of the morphemes corresponding to the selected lemma. The phonological representation of word is abstract in that it consists of discrete, non-overlapping segments which define static position of the vocal tract or stage of the acoustic signal to be attained, and in that the definition of the segment are independent of the context in which they appear. The final planning step for a word is the generation of a phonetic representation, which specific the articulatory gestures to be carried out and their timing. The second one is generation of a sentence in spoken language production. We will now consider how speakers generate longer utterances, such as the description of scenes or events. The first step is again conceptual preparation, deciding what to say. Each part of the global plan must be further elaborated, perhaps via intermediate stages, until a representational level is reached that consists of lexical concept. This representation, the message forms the input to linguistic planning. Feedback between production and comprehension is another issue that arises in spelling as well as in reading. We may read as a spelling back, they check whether it is correct. Writing differs from speaking in that writers often have more time available for conceptual preparation and planning. They may have more need to do so, as well as the intended reader of a written text is often distance in time and space from the writer. I think there is for me. I'm so sorry if there are many mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Pak Tito. Maaf ya Pak kalau misalnya banyak yang baca dan gak terlalu jelas.